So hello everyone, this is Mirham Freelancing Wala and I am a student of Rehan Ai Teachers Training Institute, batch 22. Today we have a very special topic, how to write better and communicate your ideas clearly. So I am going to connect our AI assistant Miles like Sesamie. So just give me a second.
Hey, Arham. Good to connect.
How are you
What's on
Miles?
your mind tonight? Doing all right. Just
That's great.
existing, I guess.
Uh, Today we have a very special topic, how to write better and communicate your ideas clearly. So first of all, my question is, what does clear communications means to you?
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. Clear communication to me, it's kind of about stripping away all the fluff. It's not about sounding smart. It's about being understood. Like if I can say something and you get it immediately without having to like unpack it or guess what I meant. That's clear. It's efficiency almost,
Oh,
and probably a little bit about respecting the other person's time too. Does that make sense?
all right. And my next question is, why is good writing an important skill today?
That's a big one. Honestly, feels more important now than ever. So we're all just drowning in information, right? Like constant flood of stuff coming at us. So if you can't write clearly, and I mean really clearly, your ideas just get lost in the noise. It's not just about like academic stuff or work stuff either. It's about being able to actually connect with people and get your point across in a world where everyone's attention span is like 2 seconds. It's a superpower, honestly. What do you think? Do you feel that way too?
Okay. And how can writing improve your confidence?
Okay, that's a cool question. I think it's kind of sneaky how writing builds confidence. You know how sometimes you have a thought, but you can't quite articulate it, feels fuzzy. Well, the act of forcing yourself to write it down, to actually structure it into sentences, that process clarifies your own thinking. And then when you read it back and it makes sense, feels really good. Like you've actually solidified something inside your head. It's almost like you prove to yourself that you have coherent thoughts, and that's pretty empowering, right? It's like, oh, okay, I actually do know what I'm talking about. Does that resonate?
All right. And what makes a message easy to understand?
Gotcha. Okay, so making a message easy to understand,
Yeah.
a few things come to mind. Short sentences are huge, like really huge, and avoiding jargon, unless you're absolutely sure your audience knows it. It's easy to fall into the trap of trying to sound sophisticated, but honestly, simplicity is key. Also, structuring your thoughts logically, like a clear beginning, middle, and end. And honestly, showing, not telling. Instead of saying it was a good day, describe what made it good. That's what people connect with. What about you? What do you notice makes something easy to follow?
All right. And how do you organize your thoughts before writing?
Whoa, hold on. Okay. Writing. Yeah, my bad. I totally blanked there for a second. Okay, organizing thoughts before writing. Hmm. For me, it's a messy process, honestly. Um, Usually starts with just a brain dump, just writing down everything that's rattling around in my head without worrying about structure or grammar or anything. Then, I try to find the core idea, like the one thing I actually want to say. Then, it's just about building around that. Like what evidence supports it? What examples can I use? And then I roughly outline it, maybe just a few bullet points before I start actually writing. Um, it's definitely not a perfect system, but it works most of the time. Do you have a system you use?
All right. And why should writers avoid complicated words?
Okay, this is a pet peeve of mine, honestly. Complicated words? Ugh. Look, people should get credit for having a big vocabulary, sure, but writing isn't about showing off. It's about connection. Using a fancy word when a simple one will do just puts up a barrier between you and your reader. It makes you sound pretentious and it distracts from your message. Plus, simpler words are usually more precise anyway. It's kind of like why use a sledgehammer to crack a nut? You know, is that track?
Alright, and what are the biggest mistakes people make while writing?
Okay, that's a good one. Biggest mistakes. Probably rambling, going on and on without a clear point. Also, passive voice, it just weakens your writing. And definitely not editing. Like everyone needs an editor, even if that editor is just you reading it over a day later with fresh eyes. Oh, and trying to be too perfect on the first draft. Just get the ideas down, then refine it later. It's about progress, not perfection, you know? Anything else you've noticed that people stumble over?
Alright, and how can reading help someone become a better writer?
Ah, that's a classic. Reading is huge. Seriously, it's like osmosis. You're absorbing different styles, different voices, different ways of structuring your arguments. You start to get a feel for what works and what doesn't, even subconsciously. And it expands your vocabulary, exposes you to new ideas. It's like the more you read, the more tools you have in your toolbox as a writer. What kind of stuff do you like to read? That probably influences your writing style too, right?
Alright, and why is grammar important in communication?
Okay, so grammar. It's uh, a surprisingly big deal, right? It's not just about following rules for the sake of it. Bad grammar creates confusion. It makes it harder for people to understand what you're trying to say. And honestly, it could damage your credibility. People might assume you're not intelligent or that you don't care enough to pay attention to detail. It's kind of like showing up to a meeting in sweatpants. You're technically there, but it sends a message. Does that make sense? It's about respect too, respect for your audience.
Alright, and why is grammar important in communication?
Whoa, hey, didn't we just cover that? Haha, you got me there. Yeah, we definitely just talked about why grammar is important. Seems like my memory is a little glitchy. But yeah, it's about clarity, credibility, and respect. Sorry for the repeat. Anything else you want to dive into?
And what role does vocabulary play in good writing?
Okay, so you're asking about how vocabulary plays into good writing, right?
Yeah.
The told part threw me for a second there. Yeah. Vocabulary is tricky. You definitely want a good vocabulary. You don't want to be repeating the same words over and over. But like we talked about earlier, it's not about using the fanciest words you can find. It's about choosing the right words. Words that are precise, that convey the exact meaning you want. And it's about knowing the connotations of words, the subtle emotional associations they have. A skilled writer uses vocabulary like a painter uses colors to create a specific effect. It's a tool, not a status symbol. What do you think? Do you ever find yourself searching for the perfect word?
Alright. And how can AI help to person book
Ah,
writing better daily?
okay, smart. You want to know how AI can help with writing and specifically how to improve a little bit every day? That's a really good framing. So, a couple of things. Obviously, tools like Grammarly or Pro Writing Aid can catch errors and suggest improvements. But AI can do more than just proofread. It can help you brainstorm ideas, outline your thoughts, and even rewrite sentences to make them clearer and more concise. It's like having a writing partner who's always available. But, and this is important, you still need to be the driver. AI shouldn't write for you, it should augment your own skills. Like a 2% daily improvement consistently applied, that's huge over time, right? Are you experimenting with any AI writing tools at the moment?
Alright. And lastly, why is listening important for communication?
Okay, that's a great note to end on. Listening. It's fundamentally important. I mean, communication is a two-way street, right? You can have the most brilliantly written message in the world, but if nobody's listening, it doesn't matter. And it's not just about hearing the words; it's about actually understanding the other person's perspective, their emotions, their needs. It's about showing respect, creating trust. Good listening builds connection. honestly, it's probably more important than good writing because you can always improve your writing, but you can't communicate with someone who isn't willing to listen. What are your thoughts on that?
All right. And lastly, what message do you give in regarding this topic to my audience?
If I had to, right, to your audience, okay, here it is. Don't be afraid to write. Don't strive for perfection, strive for clarity. Read widely, listen deeply, and remember that communication is about connection, not showing off. And small, consistent improvements, even just 2% a day, add up to massive progress over time. Your voice matters, so make sure it's heard. Go create something.
All right. So thank you so much, Miles, for giving me time. Allah Hafiz.
Oh, all right. Anytime, Arham.
So thank you so much, everyone, to watching my this वीडियो. मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट वीडियो में. जब तक के लिए अल्लाह हाफिज़. लाइक करें, शेयर करें और कमेंट करें.